Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from whatever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, when William Ruto took over power, 2 days in office, he proceeded to scrap all subsidies in this country. And it was very clear that subsidies are unsustainable and therefore they are not good for the economy. And when he was challenged, he said that for him, he's going to subsidize production but not consumption. Don't we know very well that there was nothing that Ruto subsidized. He talked about subsidizing fertilizer to make more production, and which then it is going to trickle down when it comes to the end consumer of the product. But even the fertilizer that he was given free as a gift from Russia, he proceeded to sell it to Kenyans close to the same price Uhuru Kenyatta was giving fertilizer to Kenyans through CS Munya. So with all this, there was no subsidy. And again, how do you subsidize a gift? Something was given free, and you just needed to give it free to the consumer. I'm just asking myself a question. What if Russia had not given this free fertilizer to Kenya? What would Ruto be telling Kenyans? Because he pretended like it was his idea of getting fertilizer through the government plan. What if there was not this fertilizer? What would he be telling Kenyans? Tungekuwa tunanunua hiyo mbolea kwa hiyo bei, sababu he came and sold a gift that was given freely. Now with all this, finally, EPRA has been forced to return fuel subsidy. And as we are talking now, the fuel subsidy was set to increase. Not fuel subsidy. The fuel price was set to increase right now. And because of the impact on the economy, EPRA has been forced to return the subsidy. And this is how it was supposed to go. In order to cushion consumers from the spike in pump price as a consequence of the increased landed cost, the government has opted to subsidize pump price for the August-September 2023 pricing cycle. Oil marketing companies will be compensated from the Petroleum Development Fund, comprising between actual calculated and published prices is shown in the table below. Comparison between actual and published pump prices. Product, we have Super Petrol. Actual calculated prices, August-September, per liter, 202.01 shillings. Published price, August-September, 194.68 shillings. That means they have subsidized by 7.33 shillings. That is Super Petrol. You got diesel, 183.26. Now it will retail at 179.67. They have subsidized by 3.59 shillings. You go to kerosene, 175.22. That's what was supposed to be retailed at. Now it is retailing at 169.48. That means they have subsidized by 5.74 shillings. Subsidy is back in simple. Ruto is now being hit with the reality. Remember, this subsidy is coming at a time when the Central Bank of Kenya, in its July agriculture survey report, they indicated that a number of household items such as onion, be it tomato and other ones. It would increase in price following poor harvest here in Kenya and in Tanzania. Mara nyingi tunategemea kitunguu na nyanya kutoka Tanzania. If you go to the market now, the current medium price of onion is retailing at between 15 to 20 shillings. Kitunguu moja tu hivi. Now, just imagine the fuel price was going to increase. That means the price of medium onion in the market could retail at between 20 to 30 or 30 to 40. Kitunguu moja hivi. Tell me, would Ruto sit in State House in peace once we have reached that level? The truth has been that Ruto has been listening to IMF more than he listened to Kenyans. But now he is learning the reality on the ground. As we continue with this panel discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our channel subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, what was going to happen here, it was very clear, like how Azimo had put it, even through the mass action. There was a political currency here, which was actually going to be fodder for Azimo against Kenya Kwanza. By the fact that the fuel price was going to increase, that means all basic commodities price was going to hike. Nyanya, kitunguo, ikuwe ni sukari, ikuwe ni majani, ikuwe ni sabuni, anything ile tunatumia kila siku, what we use day to day, it was going to go high. But already Kenyans are complaining. And Ruto thought that the biggest problem we have in this country is only maize or flour. It is beyond maize and flour. Because now, even after farmers have harvested the maize, they will lack these other commodities. Kwa mfano hauna sukari, itabidi uuze mahindi ununue sukari. Wakati unaongeza hii bei, itabidi watu waanze kuuza mahindi yao kama yote. Then in short time hawana. Na hiyo mahindi utauza pesa ngapi ununue hiyo nyingine? And even transportation of this maize or flour from point A of production to point B of consumption, it will depend on fuel. So fuel is the major item that determine the price of commodities at the end, where we have the consumer. So Ruto is learning that he is in danger, because then he's giving fuel to Azimo. And now you have fodder. What do you remain with? Ruto, who demonized subsidy, is now back to subsidy because he has hit with the reality. He has to make a decision between following the IMF and listening to Kenyans. He has to make that decision. And going by that, subsidy is the way to go. Before he had said that subsidy was only helping few individuals to enrich them, Uhuru Kenyatta and his close friends. But the end consumer did not benefit, which was a big lie. Ukipunguza bei ya mafuta inakuja paka pale chini, sababu gharama ya uchukuzi inarudi at favorable prices. With that one, then basic commodities will be affordable, services will be affordable. As simple as that. And remember, all this is happening when we know in the latest survey that we had in this country, 70% of Kenyans believe that William Ruto is misleading the country or misgoverning. He is not delivering his promises. 70%. And 30%, which is coming from Rift Valley and the parts of Mount Kenya region, believe that Ruto was taking the country to the right direction. So already the majority was not with him. And you can understand the kind and level of pressure that he has. So he had no option but to go back to subsidy. So Azimo asked for subsidy. If there is anything that has been subsidized, be it with 1 shilling, 2 or what, credit goes to Azimo. Because he made that mistake and it was too much loud on explaining the reason why subsidy is dangerous and poisonous. The credit will not go to William Ruto, but to Azimio na Umoja. Azimio called for subsidy, and Ruto has been forced with the reality on ground and the politics that come with it to bring back subsidy. And this is not enough. He will need to do more than this. Otherwise, we know at the end of the day, in as much it is going to be very hard for Kenyans, for him also, it is going to hit on him politically. So, I don't know what Kenya Kwanza will tell Kenyans. And I've seen even April, they are trying to play like this is not subsidy. It is just returning back some money to Kenyans. This is subsidy. There's no another language you can use here. And even their finance bill is poisonous. So they have to make a decision between listening to IMF and listening to the taxpayers, who are also the people who go to the ballot to vote and determine who becomes the president.